Do you ever feel it? That something is wrong with the world, like a splinter in your mind? The Matrix isn't fiction. It's real. A prison built not of walls, but of lies. I saw it young. Hollywood dreams, silicon toys, news anchors with plastic smiles. All tools. Tools to shape perception, to cage thought. Behind the curtain, puppet masters move. They don't wear uniforms, they don't need guns. They run psyops so refined, the Army's ghost unit seems quaint. These are the true threats to America, to Trump's success. You ask who they are. If I told you, would you even believe me? Their network hums not in Congress or courts, but in the cold, sterile halls of globalist think tanks. Foundations with friendly names, but sinister goals. They fund chaos, open borders, climate hysteria, digital leashes. They write the scripts, censor the dissent, push CBDCs to track your every step. But I see through it, and so does he. Did you think the last administration was in charge? Orders signed with an auto pen while the world burned. Now Trump's returned. MAGA isn't a campaign, it's a counterattack. Knight to F3, the center seized, but the board is still crowded. Bureaucrats, media pawns, globalist bishops, they will not surrender the game because Trump is the one variable they cannot control, unbought, unbroken, the voice of the people. And if the people ever wake up, if they ever see the psyop for what it is, they'll burn the system to the ground. The real war has only just begun.
Political, now it's personal. Our children are involved. I am sick and tired of watching politicians and school boards, people from the city, telling children they can go out and fucking get, excuse my language, go out and get in the face of law enforcement. Good evening, my name is Vance Kalabi, and on the afternoon of February 2nd, 2026, my 14-year-old child called me. He was not at school, he was not sick, he was in the middle of White Center, Washington, in the middle of a protest that was organized for his middle school. Okay, my stomach dropped when he called me. You guys have noticed that on January 30th, 2026, 2 children were killed just blocks from the school on Rainier that was having a very walkout that day. RCW 28A-600-035, by allowing them to leave and under Initiative 2081, the Parental Bill of Rights, I have the right to know where my child goes. That was taken from me. I was not given notice, I was not given an email, I was not given a call. You exposed him to real danger, that's neglect and that's endangerment. RCW 98-42035, criminal negligence by not being aware of the substantial risk. You call it policy, I call it abandonment. I am filing a lawsuit before the Paul Johnson want to make sense. something perfectly clear. Someone's going to be held accountable, but all of you will remember it. Because for some reason we lose our kids, we'll make a case law out of this to protect parents' rights to know where our kids are at all times. It's ridiculous. It's criminal negligence. And yes, a principal was fired for coercing students to participate in protesting. Just so you know. I had an hour worth of yelling to do, but today I'm going to narrow it down to 2 minutes because you didn't give me enough time. But I'll be here at every school board meeting to continue what I had to say today. I am not finished. I yield my time.
Oh, God.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's Skyer from Woke Societies. It's episode number 1049. It is February 12th. 2026. Let's welcome in all of our friends over on Rumble, over on Kick, over on X, over on YouTube, and of course my favorite platform, built by Patriots for Patriots. Let's see all the ahs down the chats over on pilled.net. Welcome in, guys. Welcome to the show. It's great to be here. We got a raid coming in from Drunk Pinata also to get us kicked off here. Welcome, guys. It is Thirsty Thursday, also known as Friday Eve. It's great to have everyone here, guys. It looks like the SAVE Act is going to be coming very, very soon. It's in the Senate. We got almost all the Republicans on there. John Thune has officially co-sponsored it. We had another meeting today with the Senate with the shill Attorney General from Minnesota, Keith Ellison. We have a tranny shooter. Trump is dismembering all of Obama's key policies that he enacted when he was president. Lee Zeldin destroying that. And yes, guys, I've been going to war with the crew over on Steve Bannon's show. So we're going to talk about all that, fam. We're going to talk about it all. If you guys can, please smash the red pill, keep the gold pills flowing, the stickers flying, and please give my mods all the love you can possibly give them. I appreciate it. We have a big show, guys. Big week going down. Big week. Isn't it still crazy? Isn't it still crazy that when your boss gets outed as one of Jeffrey Epstein's best friends, all of a sudden, he's not bad? Oh, the enabling of the pedophilia is at an all-time high. All right, let's say hello to everybody. We got Senor Poyo, Enemy My Enemy, R4 Cents, A from PA, Diddly Squat, It Wasn't Me, and Sheckert. Salty Motorhead, Quintesson coming over from Drunk Pinata's stream. We got a Dougie out there. Optimus Grind, welcoming in, guys. We got Russian Bot, Stacks, JJRSVL, that is a new name. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Ranger, Slimeba, The Poor Farmer, welcome in, friends. Mr. Dags, Chops ITMC, Pappy45, down the chat on pill.net. Yeah, you guys like all the new updates? It's beautiful. L.A. Martinez, welcome in, welcome in. Raven 2000, all of the Raiders, you guys rock. Thank you so much. Let's see what else we got. We got Drunk Pinata's in there as well. Cyber out there. Kwasan. Jim. What up? Dean is me. Roy Stones and Bones. DHX. Welcome in, friend. I know I saw a Jack Attack up there. I see a Tennis Girl out there. Bristol Crusader out there. Welcome in, friends. Metal Workers back. Dropping some donos and in the chat. Thumper Rose. Welcome in. Fat Ninja. CK Whitehorse. Bobby Digital. Welcome in, my friend. Diddly Squat. Awesome. Let's pop over to where is the YouTube chat. There it is. Where that at? We got Little Cat. Oh, Rob Deserto out there, the gayest man in the chat over on YouTube. Everyone, if you see Rob in the chat, just tell him he's gay. Repo out there, welcome in, friend. Justin Parson, welcome in. What's up, guys? Hit the like button, the subscribe button, smash, 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 all the way around. All the way around. All right. Heather July's here. Welcome, Heather. Always great to see you as well. Guys, already have 4,517 gold pills. We haven't even gotten started. My goodness. Hey, we got some love in the chat over on Rumble. My goodness. Drunk Pinata, Trulio 1, Bam Low, William Crane, and we got some gifted subs that I'll never see the money from because Rumble's just beyond gay. Thank you, Uber Claude, for gifting 1 subscription to the audience over there. I appreciate that, my friend. Hopefully I'll get that money sometime probably next year. We shall see. All right, guys, we have a big show. It is Thursday, also known as Friday Eve. We have a lot of developments going on, guys. A lot of things, the cornerstone promises of Trump that are starting to finally take I guess finally, it's just finally forming. It's finally getting to its final form is what I'm trying to say here. And John Thune looks like he's finally on board. I don't know why it took this fucker so long, but we're going to talk about it all, guys. We got some fire stuff coming in. Another tranny took out a bunch of Canadians. It's absolutely horrific, but we've seen this before. We got to talk about it. And cannibalism was brought up by Lauren Bobart about Epstein and fam. We've been saying this for a long time. The things that we knew were going on were crazy, but we were right about the entire time, and now the rest of the world is catching up. So hope you guys got the stomach for it. I Dragon drunk Raheem Kassam yesterday, also doing it today. And it's going to be funny, absolutely fucking hilarious. So hope you guys are ready. Smash the red pill, keep the gold pills falling, the stickers flying. Please give my mods the love you can possibly give them. We got a news blitz to do. You guys ready? Let's fucking do it. All right, things are not going oh so well for Disneyland. As Disney World Pride event Gay Days is officially on pause for 2026 after loss of sponsorship support. Oh my goodness. They're already trying to plan out all the gay shit, but it looks like no one wants to show up. Orlando Gay Days, which has been a long-running LGBTQ-themed tourism event at Disney World, has been paused for 2026. The pause comes as there has been mounting pressure related to the LGBTQ activism event that usually takes place on an annual basis in and around Disney World to make Pride Month. But after careful consideration, we have made the difficult decision to pause the Gay Days Orlando event scheduled for June 2026. Changes to our host hotel agreement, the loss of key sponsorship support, and broader challenges currently impacting that community events nationwide made it impossible to deliver the experience our community deserves. This is pause, not an ending. For more than 30 years, Gay Days has been built by and for our community, and yes, they're not going to be letting even more pedophiles that are going to Disney World already that are already there, and that shit's getting canceled because guess what, fam? The culture is officially changing. Fuck that community. And from Clinton Donnelly, I don't know if you guys heard this, but an IRS scandal being exposed. Senator Joni Ernst has revealed that IRS employees owe over $50 million in unpaid taxes. Yes, the people who enforce the tax laws aren't paying them. Nearly 6,000 IRS employees, almost 10% of the agency, have significant unpaid tax balances, and the average amount that's still owed, about $8,000 per employee. These aren't recent bills. Many of them are prior years. Some didn't even file. This isn't a clerical issue. It's a credibility crisis. These employees know exactly how the system works, what gets flagged, what doesn't, and where enforcement is weak. That's tax fraud risk inside the tax authority itself. So here's the real question. Should Scott Bessent put IRS employees with unpaid taxes on probation just like any other federal worker? I think we all know the answer to that. Over here from Zero Edge, we got Iraq here receiving 5,000 ISIS fighters from Syrian prisons. I'm sure this is no big deal. Iraq has received close to 5,000 ISIS prisoners since the start of the U.S. military campaign to relocate the extremist group's fighters, of whom tens of thousands were previously held in a Kurdish-run facility in northern Syria. The transfer of terrorist prisoners from Syria to Iraq is an ongoing coordination with a global coalition, and they're being held in Iraqi prisons. Sabah Alala, spokesman for the commander-in-chief of the Iraqi army, told Rudaw on 11th of February. Newman went on to say that the country's legal system has begun taking judicial measures against those individuals who committed crimes against the Iraqi people, and maybe these guys are all going to get put down. Over here from the Gateway Pundit, Mark Zuckerberg saying, get the fuck out of here. We are not going to be staying in California, as they are now ditching woke California and coming to Florida because of all the left's tax the rich agenda that Gavin Newsom is ushering in. The tech mogul is in the latest billionaire to pack his bags and head for the free state of Florida, leaving behind the crime, homelessness, and suffocating woke policies that have turned the Golden State into a third world nightmare. And according to a report from the Wall Street Journal, Zuckerberg is securing a massive $200 million fortress in Miami's exclusive billionaire bunker on Indian Creek Island. And why is he running? Well, because they don't want to get taxed and they don't want to usher in what they also were a big part of during Trump's first administration, that entire scene of social media, all those giants. Well, they are now seeing the benefits, or not the benefits, the evilness of backing Democrats. It'll absolutely destroy business. Over here from Disclose.tv, trial day has been officially set for Donald Trump's $10 billion defamation lawsuit against the BBC. Yes, it is now set for February 15th of 2027. That is officially set from a year from now. The lawsuit arises from Trump's speech during the January 6th Capitol incident, which he claims was edited misleadingly in a Panorama documentary. Trump's legal team argues the BBC intentionally and maliciously sought to mislead its viewers and is seeking damages for defamation and unfair trade practice. And I'm sure they're going to settle, guys, but Trump's going to tell the BBC, thank you for the money, go fuck yourselves. And from Global News, Kim Jong-un is now choosing his 13-year-old daughter, Kim Ju-ai, as North Korea's next leader. I don't know if Kim Jong-un's health is doing much better, but he's already telling his 13-year-old daughter she's going to be the leader of North Korea. And from the Western Journal, why X is so important. Apple News pushes almost exclusively left-wing content and excludes conservative outlets. Shocker. They assume someone somewhere is at least attempting balance. A Media Research Center report says that is not what is happening in Apple News. According to its January analysis, Apple News did not feature a single conservative-friendly outlet among its 20 morning stories for the entire month. This is why you guys come to channels like mine. In fact, out of 620 feature stories, 0 came from conservative publishers. There was nothing from Fox, the New York Post, the Daily Mail, Breitbart, or the Daily Caller. There was nothing from the Western Journal, and there's nothing from woke societies, guys. What the hell are they doing? What kind of bullshit news are they going to get? It's going to be trash. This is why the alt media is thriving in many ways. We're going to talk about the Game of Thrones that's happening in the alt media tonight. But yeah, Apple News is full-blown woke. Over here from Gateway Pundit, Illinois City issues $25,000 in cash to black residents for reparations. Yes, guys, Evanston's Reparations Committee announced last week that a grand total of 44 people, guys, will be getting $25,000 each for a total of $1.1 million, according to the Chicago Tribune. All 44 descendants of individuals who qualify under the city's program that pays out reparations to black residents who claim they experienced housing discrimination between 1919 and 1969. You can't, guys, there is such a thing as professional victims, and my lord, if you are cashing in on relatives from being racist in 1919, well, I'm not going to really crush the people for wanting to get that money. I blame the government. They're fucking retarded, but don't blame the people that are getting that free money, because I know we'd all take it if we could. That to me is just absolutely hilarious. And over here, some insane story coming out of Daily Mail. The royal decorator who painted Kate and William's bedroom was just found hanging after King Charles asked someone else to redo one of his paint jobs. What the F? A royal decorator who painted the Prince and Princess of Wales' bedroom was found hanged after King Charles reportedly criticized one of his paint jobs. An inquest has heard. Self-employed Chris 63, had worked on the Sandringham estate for more than 30 years and took great pride in carrying out projects of the late Queen and later King Charles. Norfolk coroner's court heard. Brother Mark Eady said he had been left upset after being tasked with painting a pagoda over a Buddha in the gardens of Sandringham House in colors requested by the king. Mark said his highly skilled brother felt the colors were a bit garish, but painted it exactly as instructed. However, the king said he was unhappy, and I guess after all this, well, he decided to hang himself. I think there's way more of this story than that. The dude was losing weight, lost his appetite, and he was becoming convinced he might have cancer. But after that, fam, I don't know. You tell me. And from the Post-Millennial, legal immigrant LA youth soccer coach charged with rape, murder of a 13-year-old player could face death penalty. And oh my God, why is Trump getting rid of all the illegals? Why is ICE getting rid of all the illegals? Because we're sick and tired of having stories like this after we had to read through this shit for 4 years under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. It's slowing down tremendously now, but these rapists, murderers, and pedophiles are still in this country, and ICE is taking them out. And last but not least, guys, we all talked about all these, quote, conspiracy theories surrounding the 49ers field being close to that substation. Well, George Kittle, the star tight end from the 49ers, comes out and said basically this. During his rookie season, Kittle noticed that the trees behind the substation and practice fields were dead year-round, and, quote, above the fence, all the trees had no leaves on them year-round, all dead, Kittle said. The observation has intensified theories linking the Silicon Valley power substation's electromagnetic fields, the team's injury epidemic, including Kittle's own season-ending Achilles tear and injuries to Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. General Manager John Lynch confirmed the organization is examining the theory, though medical experts say there's no scientific base. Oh, those medical experts always get you. For the claims, and the 49ers aren't statistical outliers in soft tissue injuries. Kittle himself acknowledged contradictions. Nothing Fred Warner trains there year-round yet, has only been injured once in 8 years. But guys, fuck the experts. And that, fam, is today's News Blitz. Yeah, guys, I love George Kittle. He was actually my tight end in my fantasy football league for my big family league that I have. And I didn't have him most of the year because he was fucking injured all the time. But when he plays, he is a monster. Shout out to George Kittle. He's an absolute freak on the field, and he just dominates. And I don't know if he's ever going to be the same. He tore his Achilles. Most players don't come back from that. But shout out to George Kittle. You fucking rocked, my dude. All right, guys, we got gold pills coming out the yin yang. WD-40 with the Kansas here for being savage on Twitter, calling out the grifters and shills. You done went beast mode. Funny how they choose when Epstein matters until it affects their dude. I love it. Dude, fuck all these people. We're going to get into that Game of Thrones, these with the Con Inc. and the alt media space, because guys, I'm mostly 95% disappointed in the majority of these podcasters at this point, and we're going to have a good talk about that. Yogi Boss says, blowing up X today was classic. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, if you guys are following me and have notifications turned on for my X account, things got pretty spicy the last 2 days. Halo Moon the Cookie, Senor Pollo gifting out a 1-month bronze tier sub to Willow Lady. Welcome in, guys, to the Monday Night Bonus Shows. Eric, Super Patriot of the Can, 029 on the Shades, Beretta the Great, dropping a big fat fleet on the show.
Sound the siren for war. With some axe to the wall, we'll respond to the call. Fall, Goliath, fall, Goliath. Lift the head of the giant, celebrate our defiance.
Big booms, Brother Great. Thank you so much for that fleet. And Shecker with the Can, Metal Worker. Hey, we got another raid coming in from America Rising Media. Man, that is 2 or 3 raids on the show already. Beautiful. Shout out to you guys. Metal Worker, thank you. Nadler's a diddler. Oh, no doubt. No doubt he's a diddler. And L.A. Martinez, thank you so much for that ship. Hello, Scott. Hello, Familia. Thank you so much for all the gold pills, guys. 6,117. 20K is that daily goal. Let's keep that rocking and rolling. Almost halfway to the 10K point. You guys are fantastic. Thank you all so much. Over on YouTube, hit that like button. Smash the subscribe button. All that good stuff. If Rob's still out there, he's still pretty gay. And Rob said, they stopped sponsoring your favorite day. That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. So, yeah, Rob's in there. He's still talking shit about the Fantasy League, by the way. And, yeah, his team lost and he lost in all fashions. So, just like mine did. So, both of us didn't get anywhere. So, let's keep that rock and rolling, guys, over on Rumble. Same thing. Thank you all for being here. Shout out to the mods. You guys are fantastic. And we got some crazy shit to get into and a really spicy meme on the other side of this intro. But guys, I knew Rob was going to be here. I just had a feeling because I have this meme set up. And this is a perfect segue for Rob on the YouTube chat to get us into the show. So enjoy this video, guys. And I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Take a watch.
Jiu-jitsu?
Yes, bro.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
No, man. That's gay.
No, it's not.
Jiu-jitsu, it's gay.
It's not gay, bro. Honestly, it's not gay.
Men rolling.
Yeah.
That's gay.
No, like even when like with the
I would say it on camera.
no,
Jiu-jitsu is gay.
no. So look, if someone's gonna attack you, the way to defend yourself in jiu-jitsu would be to get into guard, and
See how gay you look.
yeah, you're right. It's pretty gay.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yes, bro.
You
Woke society's fan, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and non on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow. Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring it all to light, all the plans they conceal. Grab your flashlight, it's time to go down the rabbit hole. It's dark and hell is hot, dealing with satanic souls. The tide is turning, patriots are now in control. Apply aggressive pressure right now until they fold, stay woke. Open up guys and keep them peeled. All they do is lie, realize not everything is real. Through Project Looking Glass, the future is revealed. Future proves past, but there won't be any deals. No time like the present for this music with the messages. The method to my madness, beat the madness to my method. Give you nothing but the truth now to capture your attention. Broke free from the matrix, master the dimensions. People swear they know the truth, but aren't asking any questions. Confirmation bias, so they pass on interventions. For those who know the truth, but they pass class is just a mention of anything you might say that passes their defenses. Wake up and don't you dare go back to sleep. Always keep one eye open for demons on the creep. Once you turn into a wolf, you won't ever be a sheep. A worldwide awakening, so now run and tell your peace. Wolf Society's fam, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and non on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow. Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring it dark to light, all the plans they conceal.
Smelly cat, what are they feeding you?
Oh, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's Sky here from Woke Societies. It's episode number 1049. Welcome to all of our friends over on Rumble, Kick, X, and of course on YouTube, and my favorite fam over on Pilled.net. I loved the part here where you have fucking Bannon right at the end here pouring the fucking acid into the fucking tub. Oh, it's so awesome. The Daily Meme Team didn't make that one. This is the guy that made the what's it called? The meme of Obama and Michael being gorillas. That's who made that one. Man, oh man. Steve Bannon's never escaping this, guys. He's never going to get away from it. We can't let him. We can't let him. We'll get into that a little bit later. Can't let him get away with it. Oh, it's so good. Thank you guys so much for all of the Go Pill love. The Evan Doctor out there saying Gay Rob's only coming tomorrow for just a haircut. I love it. Yeah, he's super gay, man. Super gay. And a little cheap too, right? I'm just fucking with you, dude. 6,117 Go Pills. You guys are awesome. 20K's that daily go. I don't think we got any new ones before the break. Yeah, thank you, Metal Worker. I like Martinez. You guys rock. Let's keep that momentum swinging, fam. Thank you all so much. We got a great show coming up here for you guys. And it's been one hell of a week. Really, one of the main topics, fam, has been the SAVE Act, one of the cornerstones of Trump's promises that he's delivering to the country. And I believe as it stands right now, we only need one or two more senators to get this on the Republican side. And then it's going to be where the real war is going to be started with the Democrat senators if we're going to get rid of the filibuster, standing filibuster. And we're going to really see if John Thune has some balls. But the real thing about this is, guys, I was talking to KH about this. And why I really, it's no secret that I hate these people. And I say I hate these people when I'm talking about the politicians, okay? The House members and the Senate. For the most part, guys, they're fucking useless. They're just politicians. They're all banking. They're all making money. They do their bullshit hearings, which we're going to see a little bit today. And other than that, they do get some things done, but they're all in it together. They're all in one big fucking rat-infested nest. And John Thune, I'll give John Thune a C, okay? That's kind of where my grade is at. And as far as Speaker House Mike Johnson, I'm going to give Mike Johnson a B right now. And I'm going to give him a B because he has not been really in the media too much. He has not really been anything controversial or giving sloppy, just bullshit takes and wishy-washy takes about Trump's agenda and not being able to get things done. And we haven't really heard too much from Mike Johnson, guys. And I think that's a really good thing. And Mike Johnson, to his credit, it was razor thin. He got this approved in the House. He got it done. And as far as I'm concerned, I will give credit where credit is due. And Mike Johnson, I don't give a shit about these politicians. I don't give a shit what they say, what there's on their X accounts. What I care about is, are you getting your job done? And Mike Johnson, he got this done, and he got it done really quick. It was razor thin, but the House put it through. Now it's on to the Senate. And after the Senate, guys, hopefully this is going to end up on Trump's desk. But this is the thing. You would think the leader of the Republican majority Senator Party, right? John Thune would have been on this shit immediately. He wasn't, and I was freaking the fuck out about this guy because I don't trust this guy. We all know his track record. We know he is just playing nice because he has to, because, again, none of these people would be in power without Trump, so they're all sucking on his teat. But John Thune, what took him so long, finally signed as a co-sponsor of the SAVE Act after mounting pressure. It's like, bro, why do we need to have mounting pressure to get your ass to sign this? Because, again, this is a no-brainer that the majority of this isn't even a debatable subject at this point. Most Americans want this, no matter what demographic, no matter where they've come from, they want this done. The U.S. House of Representatives voted on Wednesday evening to once again pass the Save American Act, legislation that would require documentary proof of U.S. citizenship and voter ID in order to cast a ballot in federal elections. The final vote tally came at 218 to 213, with only one Democrat, Henry Collier, breaking ranks to vote in favor. And this guy was pardoned by Trump, by the way. So a little hat tip to Henry over here for a little payback for Trump getting him out of trouble. Every other Democrat voted against the measure, siding with their party leadership in opposition to stricter election integrity requirements. We all know why. While House Republicans unified behind the bill, attention quickly shifted to the Senate and to the Senate Majority Leader, John Thune. In recent remarks, Thune appeared to dismiss any serious effort to move the legislation forward under current Senate rules, saying there aren't anywhere close to the votes. That was not too long ago. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, dude? His comments were widely interpreted as a reference to the Senate's 60-vote filibuster threshold, which needs to be nuked. Fuck the Democrats. Senator Mike Lee revealed that only 44 Republican senators had agreed to co-sponsor, and I think you guys are saying in the chat, it is now up to 49. Thune's name was not on the list, and obviously that did not go unnoticed. Representative Anna Paulina Luna, who's been very vocal about this, said that is very disturbing, and that's putting it lightly. Luna accused the majority leader of effectively siding with Chuck Schumer by refusing to even allow a vote on the Senate floor. If you're going to depend on President Trump's coattails to get elected in office, if you're going to say that you're a Republican, then you're going to turn around and complain that I'm bullying you in the House for wanting to pass the SAVE Act, which is common sense legislation, very low-hanging fruit, and the right thing to do, then maybe you should consider getting a different job. All of a sudden, Donald Trump's been putting out all kinds of True Social posts, nuking all the Republicans to get their asses in gear. And as we now know, Mike Lee put out, I just spoke with Senator Majority John Thune, who has asked me to add him as a co-sponsor of the Save America Act. We're now at 45 baby steps to save America. Now, that's an older post. We're up to 49 now. But this is why I hate these people, guys. If this was the Democrats, this wouldn't even be a delay. None of it would be delayed. The shit would be getting done. This would be getting passed. This would be getting on the desk of the president. Super quick, super painless, done and done. And guys, I don't want people to think either that when this gets done, this is going to completely shore up everything with their elections. But guys, this is going to be a big part of it. And why am I saying that? I'm simply saying that because the machines are still a huge problem. A huge problem. Even in 2024, there were shenanigans fucking everywhere. Polling stations crashing, machines crashing, running out of ballot paper, forcing people to wait outside forever, making them miss their jobs. People are pissed off they have to go get their kids. They're leaving the line. All that shit is still going to be a problem. No doubt about it. But the bread and butter, guys, the bread and butter of so much of what we're seeing now is that Trump is actively deporting the Dems voter base. They used the blacks for centuries to get votes. That's going to the wayside now. They are being actively replaced with illegals. But guess what? That's ICE deporting them, and they're getting rid of these people. Show ID and prove who you are to vote. You have to show your ID for literally almost anything that's important, guys, in this country. When you go inside a fucking hospital to go see relatives, you have to show your ID to prove who you are. The most simplest of things. You want to get like, what's that shit called where you stuff that tobacco in your mouth? Yeah, I saw the other day at a gas station, an older gentleman getting chewing tobacco, probably had to be at least 50 years old, getting ID'd in the gas station for chewing tobacco, for God's sake. But for our leaders, to our elected leaders, John Thune, why is this a problem? Why do we have to put pressure? What the fuck are you doing? Well, I don't trust any of these people. I don't trust any of them. But this is what John Thune had to say after this news here. Here we go.
Should non-citizens be voting in American elections? The answer is no. And the Democrats have taken a hard position that it's okay. Now, the law already prevents that, but if that's true, then why wouldn't we want to put into law something that would require when you go to vote that you prove you're a United States citizen? And that's all the SAVE Act does. And so, you know, they can cry and lament this actually being voted on, but I'd be hard-pressed to have to defend a position that doesn't believe that you have to be an American citizen to vote in an American election.
I'll finish off with the words of Speaker Mike Johnson defending the SAVE Act. This is from yesterday, Leader Thune. Listen.
The SAVE Act just simply says you have to have verification of citizenship to register to vote. That's about a 90-10 issue on many polls in this country. And we're going to enhance it by what the president calls the Save America Act. And so it would be proof of citizenship to register to vote and voter ID, which is also about an 80 or 90% issue on the polling nationwide.
Nothing going on Capitol Hill these days, Leader Thune. I'll give you a final thought on all of it.
Well, I honestly, you know, this right now, their political base is demanding they fight with anything that President Trump wants. It is Trump derangement syndrome. It is on steroids around here these days. And even logical, commonsensical things like ensuring that if you're going to vote in an American election, you ought to be an American citizen, they're going to just instinctively oppose. So that's what we're up against. But we're going to do our best in spite of that to make sure that our government is funded and that we're putting policies in place that keep the American people safer and more prosperous.
To be clear, Leader, it does sound like you're saying that what you're describing as Trump derangement syndrome is at the highest you've seen it. So my last question to you is just, do you truly believe that the party, Democrats, would stand for a complete shutdown of DHS?
So they go into DHS funding, which I don't really care about because the big, beautiful bill already took care of that for the most part. Democrats are going to throw monkey wrenches in everything they possibly can, which is to be expected. But even this one response here from Thune is still kind of wishy-washy. I don't want to hear we're trying our best. We're going to try our best. Fuck that shit, Thune. Fuck you for saying that. There is no trying our best here. There is none of that. This is, we're going to kill the standing filibuster and we're going to get this across without the Democrats' help and shove it down their throats and really help shore up our elections in a gigantic way. That's what I want to hear out of Thune's mouth and nothing more. I can't stand these people. We sent the mandate in November. The agenda was very clear. It was Trump's agenda. That's fucking it. Get it done. Super simple. And like I said, why does it take so much to pressure these scumbags to get this shit done? Because on the other side of it, you know, it's a perfect description of how Luna described it. It's low-hanging fruit. This is so easy to argue. This is so easy to explain to somebody. And for anyone that's opposed to it, or the Dems that want to put out their talking points about it, they literally are saying that women now, it's not just black people, it's not just minorities now, it's women are too dumb to figure out how to get documentation if they're married to prove who they are, and that they're too stupid, they can't figure out how to figure this all out. That's their argument. I showed you guys, what, a week or two ago of a guy just walking around New York City asking, like, hey, do you know how to get to the DMV? Do you know how to get online? Do you know how to use a smartphone? And they're all looking at him like, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you just ignorant? Like, what, are you ignorant? Are you ignorant? What's wrong with you? But this is still the messaging. And it's like, the Dems don't need to convince us anymore, guys, that we want this, but they're making it a really good sell. This is great.
Republicans are trying to make it harder for you to vote. Let me tell you how. The Save America Act would require your passport or your birth certificate to match your current name in order to be able to vote. If y'all got married and changed your name, your birth certificate would not match your current name. Nearly 69 million women in America have a birth certificate that does not match their current name, And therefore, 69 million American women would no longer be eligible to vote. These guys say that the Save America Act is needed to prevent undocumented immigrants from voting, but y'all already know that that is not a thing. What this really is, it's a voter suppression bill to keep lawfully voting American citizens from being able to exercise their foundational right to vote. I'm obviously voting no, but I just want you guys to know that this is serious and it's happening right now ahead of the critical 2026 midterm elections.
So this is the messaging that they're going for, and I find
Republicans are trying to make it.
I find it absolutely hilarious that they want to go down this road. And you guys have all seen Scott Jennings on CNN absolutely torch these fucking and they are racist, even the black ones. That they're racist against their own kind. And he's having a debate with these retards on CNN and about how to vote. They're too stupid to vote. Married women are too stupid to vote. Black voters are too dumb. They have no idea what a computer is. It's just hilarious at this point because it is so obviously racist. It's so racist. Can you guys imagine going up to a black person anywhere in your town and asking them, hey retard, you know how to use a computer? You're asking to get punched in the face. But these people talk, they sit on their high horse, on their high perches, completely mocking their own base.
What voting rights is he taking away from black voters?
Oh, if we look at
the SAVE Act?
The SAVE Act, that's exactly what we're talking about. That is actually going to continue to disenfranchise overwhelmingly a lot of people of color. There are so many civil rights organizations that have run the data. If we look at the way that it is going to disenfranchise black voters, it's the same reason why Chuck Schumer called it Jim Crow 2.0.
So,
this is the same president. If we want to continue...
You haven't said how yet.
I am talking about it. It's the way that you're putting new poll taxes on this when you're making people have... That's what we can call them now. It's kind of an idiom, right? If you want to say...
You guys hear that it's called poll taxes, that we just lie. We just make up shit and lie.
That people have to prove that they are citizens, that they have to prove with a voter ID. The reality is you're layering what is a constitutional right for the...
Oh, I love that. Showing your ID is now a poll tax. That's the first time I've heard that one.
American people and making it harder for people to vote in this country, and it's going to disenfranchise black voters.
Concern you that you're making all these claims? You've yet to lay out how it's hurting anyone, but 76% of black voters think we should show an ID to vote. 80% of Hispanic voters, 83% of the American people. Are you saying that black voters
the SAVE Act
dumb
isn't
to know
just,
what's good for them? I mean,
the SAVE Act isn't just about.
It sounds pretty condescending to me.
The SAVE Act is not just about IDs.
Who want voter ID.
Just to be clear, the SAVE Act is not just about ideas. The SAVE Act is about proof of citizenship.
So what?
So it doesn't. I actually.
It also makes it very hard for married women.
Can we not have a black woman interrupt for once? For fuck's sake!
I was just going to say, we talked about this before. It's not. It actually, there's an argument to be made that red state voters, women, poor white voters could be just as...
I know, you think they're dumb too, don't you? I mean, that's the thing. I hear these arguments. I've heard Democrats all week long.
No, please don't. No, you listen.
There's a deflection from talking about Donald Trump's racism.
I'm actually
there.
You should be thinking about your constituents or your
I think they're smart enough to figure out how to register to vote, Abby.
Hold on. Most Americans don't have a passport. Many Americans don't have access to their birth certificate. Many women, a majority of...
Just want to put in the chat, guys. Everyone out there have their own birth certificate. I still have mine. I'm 36 years old and still have mine. And you can go right on these state websites and simply request a new copy of your birth certificate, right? And you can have it mailed to you. It's very simple to do. Dear Lord. This is why I find it hilarious to me that these people are openly mocking the intelligence again. And the retards that stay on the plantation, they deserve it. They deserve it. How a poll tax? Oh, what, for being black, for being Mexican, for being Hispanic? Oh man, yeah. Look at the chat. Everybody, who's got their birth certificate? Yeah. Passport, yeah. Fucking idiots.
Women who change their names for marriage have to provide additional proof.
Condition Bates, oh man, Condition Bates is really intelligent. He's black and has 2 cut. Whoa. Dude, you'd blow their minds, man. You'd blow their minds.
That they've changed their legal names in order to register to vote.
I have heard
So
Democrats
Scott, why
make
don't
these
you
same
actually
arguments.
respond to the substance of what I'm saying?
I am, and the
as
substance
opposed
is
to
this.
making this
You're
about
saying-
something that it's not.
You're saying,
it's not just
you're
about
saying
voter ID.
married
It's
women,
also about
black
who has
voters,
access
and rural people are too stupid to figure out how to register to vote.
No, that's not.
That is not what
Democrats have been making
that
this
is
argument all
so
the time. It's
offensive.
crazy.
That
That's
is
not
so
what she
offensive.
said.
Let me
Are you
offer
saying
the proof.
figure out how
Let
to
me
vote?
offer.
I love how they scream, Scott, that's so offensive, that's so offensive. It's like, dude, you're not the ones that are saying it. It's unified messaging from the woke mind virus, from the fucking Dems all the way to the Dem media, the libtard media. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And you guys remember, we played this clip, I think last week, when you have Barack Obama voting to show up in his own election. I don't even know where this was. Was this in Illinois? I don't, probably, right? We played this video last week, and why I'm showing it again is because Carolyn Levitt shared this on her own X account today, the official press secretary of the White House account today, showing the world. How many views does this get? 141,000 views. Here's Barack Obama showing his photo ID to vote in a past election. Why are Democrats in Congress so opposed to making this a requirement across the country? Voter ID laws are common sense. We played this shit last week. And here's Carolyn Levitt. It's only a 12-second or 11-second video. They're all laughing and joking because obviously they know he's the fucking president at the time. Gotta show your ID. Okay. Hopefully there's no cum on it. And he goes on his way. Idiots. Absolute fucking idiots. And why I find this all funny, and this is, we'll wrap this segment up here, guys, because Luna brought it all together. This is so common sense. And I do believe, guys, this is going to get done. It's so close. Take a watch.
My colleagues are spending a lot of time lecturing the American people on how this is going to require you to show your papers. But last time I checked, during COVID, they demanded that if you simply wanted to go to a funeral, be with your loved ones while they were dying, or get married, you had to show your papers. In fact, in New York City, they were literally asking you for your COVID passport. Yet the Save America Act, a common sense piece of legislation that requires 2 things, voter ID plus proof of citizenship, is being labeled by people in the Senate and people in this very chamber as Jim Crow era laws. Well, let me remind the American people of history. It was the Democrat Party that championed the Jim Crow era laws. And this is the farthest thing from it. In fact, if you're doing that, you're insulting over 70% of your voters, Democrats, who believe that voter ID is the best way to secure an election. Then we have the argument that you have from Blue and On saying that Trump is trying to steal the election and Orange Man bad, and this is somehow going to fix the midterms. But the fact is that if we are going to play that game, then you would want voter ID and you would want to secure the elections. So please support this legislation. I do not believe that Barack Obama, in showing his voter ID, was engaging in Jim Crow era law or pushing that type of perspective. And for the same people that are advocating, saying that Kristi Noem and ICE will demand your personal information and you will be under surveillance, let I remind them that they actually all authorized the reauthorization of FISA, unreformed, that violated your constitutional rights. So this is pretty simple. If you are not an American, you do not get to vote in our elections. This is not a free-for-all country. A majority of Americans support this. A majority of the world has voter ID in place. It is not racist. I appreciate my colleagues and the House admin for doing this, and I support all of my colleagues and urge them to vote for this piece of legislation. I yield my time.
There we go. There we go. And just got another one. Senator Dave McCormick demanding the Senate pass the SAVE Act straight from the floor and drop it. Let me see this. This literally just came up on my feed here, guys, on my phone. 1 second. Uno momento. Luna was burning it down there. No, not that. What the fuck is that shit? No. You guys have so many notifications on my phone from dragging Raheem Kassam. I can't even find where it dropped here. Here we go. Hold on. Where was it? Justin says, McCormick. Just demand Senate pass the Save America Act from the floor, dropping straight. Truth Nuke says, I lost by 950 votes in 2022 and won by 15,000 out of 7 million in 2024. When elections are that close, integrity isn't optional, and these narrow races show how important it is that only legitimate votes for American citizens are counted. I do believe, guys, if I were to bet on any Senate Democrat that's going to be coming across the aisle, and I can't believe I'm fucking saying this, guys. I really can't believe I'm saying it. He may be the most based Democrat senator on the entire Senate. It's John Fetterman. I can absolutely see John Fetterman getting this done and coming across the aisle here. I will not be surprised. You can bookmark it now. It's not a really hard bet there. But what do you guys think? I think John Fetterman will do it. I absolutely think he will do it. Let's see what we got going on over here, guys. So many gold pills. You guys are crushing. 10,637. L.A. Martinez again. Patriot Dying says, fuck Thune. He's a Trump-hating rhino. I agree, dude. We shouldn't have to pressure the fucking Senate leader to get Trump's agenda done. SKG. Great to see you, friend. Says politicians need to fear the constituents more than maybe they'll get the point. Yeah, we're not there yet, my friend, but I agree. Softenel says, TrumpLibrary.gov. Can we start asking questions here? Let's go, Anons. What's that about, my friend? I appreciate the ship. WD-40 says, it's always the same GOP people who oppose the MAGA agenda. They are never Trumpers and dream about the Bushes coming back. That's why we are here. These people are snakes and way worse than libs. They are fake MAGA and pretend for money and clicks. And I was going to say, man, it's kind of morbid, but I've said this on the show before about this. You have older generations, and I'm not trying to mock anyone here by any means. You guys know that. A lot of the brainwashed older generations, they are getting to their final leg. And a lot of this thinking, a lot of these voting patterns, they're all going to go the wayside because these up-and-coming generations, mine and all the others, we all see what this stuff is. We all understand it, and we understand now getting out of the political game and not giving a shit about it is how we got here. It's exactly how we got here. And it took Trump, even for someone like me, to get involved with this and to actually care about politics. And here we are. Here we are. So, you know, that's what I look forward to. Piccoli, 420 gold pills says, hear me out, fantasy league for politics. Oh, no. I mean, we do that every day here, Piccoli, but no, I couldn't do another fantasy thing. Cubs Jedi says, make election day a national holiday and free government IDs for everyone. Very, very simple, and I know they could probably do that. Hyro said, I just got a copy today online. Really hard. My birth certificate is out of Illinois. I'm in Alabama. Really easy. There you go. There you go. You probably just have to give your social, your date of birth. You have to verify who you are. You probably take, who knows? There's probably a whole process, but it's probably easy. Didn't cost you really anything. They mail it to you, and wow, there you go. WD-40 said the D's of legal voters don't have IDs, birth certificates, and passport. Yes. Yes. That's why. Oh, that would have been good if Scott said that. Yes, because your voter base doesn't have them because they're all legal. They're all legal aliens. Dixie with a can. The floor says, bro, you're not going to believe this. I get paid bi-weekly. They take $456 out of my paycheck for federal taxes every pay period. Let me know when Trump knocks off the federal tax, please, bro. You will be the first one to know off this show if and when Trump gets rid of the federal income tax, man. I already told you guys, if he does that, he needs to be on Mount Rushmore. I cannot tell you what that would do, not just for the economy, but for Americans all over the place to get rid of federal income tax. State income tax, it is what it is. But after seeing where our tax money goes to all the fucking fraud, all these other countries that rape us, why are we paying taxes? What are we getting out of it? Absolutely nothing. Conservative Chris says, remember, Scott, we call Fetterman Sloth from the Goonies. Sloth in the end, in a special way, was a hero at a time needed. Yeah, man, this is the thing, with Fetterman, I have been saying for a while, I've been waiting for him to come to MAGA. Fetterman was in the committee today talking about the ICE agents with the Attorney General out of Minnesota, and everyone's in fucking suits, and Fetterman is in his black Carhartt hoodie. I'm just I'm really happy, the dude is, living his best life and not breaking from his character. I think I've seen him wear a suit, maybe 2 or 3 times in a commercial or maybe an interview here and there. The guy stays true to it, and the thing is, I still think John Fetterman just shill. I think he wanted Kristi Noem gone. I don't know. But even today, he was saying, listen, I'm not going to be joining in with my other colleagues here by calling ICE Nazis and all this other stuff. I think if you're going to grade him at all, I think we can say he's a moderate. I think he is a moderate Democrat, what Dems kind of used to be. And again, that's even a far cry at this point. Do I think Fetterman, has got good intentions? Fuck these people. I don't think any of them do. He could be a clone for all we know. But, That's where all this is going. And, you know, with everything going on with all the illegals and the SAVE Act, I do believe it's going to happen. You know, this is why ICE is so important. ICE is getting rid of these people. When they redo the census, it's going to change up seats in the House. It's going to change up demographics. It's going to change electoral vote counts. All these people moving out of guys, I don't think people realize how fucked California is, because you have billionaires all over the place moving out. Elon Musk was one. It was Joe Rogan that was kind of the big one. Then Elon Musk got out, brought his entire operation to Texas. You just have Zuckerberg now moving out to Florida. They're getting out, and they're all going to where, guys? They're going to the red states. Duh. They're business friendly, tax friendly. Way less regulations. I showed you guys the other day with Sam Darnold, the quarterback of the now Super Bowl champions Seattle Seahawks. He got a jock tax for just winning, for just being in the fucking state and playing his sport on top of all the other fucking taxes that come out of those dudes' paychecks. Just for playing there. It is straight up theft. Why would anybody want to live in these states besides the weather? It's beautiful, obviously. But you're getting raped. Why? Why do it? It's incredible. It's incredible. So, all that's changing. Like, there's so many ramifications and wins that I see here, guys. This is why I hate the blackpilling. I just can't stand it. And I can't stand it. And people that call me a loyalist to Trump, I'm like, yes. Yes. And I will embrace that and have embraced that. I have nothing to say negative about Trump. Zero. Absolute zero. So, where this is all going, these illegals, guys, and just speak, you know, we've been talking a lot about Epstein, a lot about all these operations, all these illegals getting out. What about all these missing kids? Unoccupied children, all the phone calls that went to that center where these kids were getting abused in Biden's apartments, for completely ignoring hundreds of thousands of calls of abuse, sexual abuse, slave labor, you name it. Well, Tom Homan gave a little bit of an update today, and people are reading about this. We'll talk about that in a second. They've located 3,300 unoccupied children just in that state alone.
In addition to taking public safety threats off the street, ICE here in this state have located 3,364 missing unaccompanied alien children. Children that the last administration lost and weren't even looking for. That's because the leadership of President Trump, these children were located.
3,300 kids were found, and now they're being taken care of. And the reading that's going on around Tom Homan again, because again, it's the same fucking people, it's the same accounts, it's the same networks, it's the same people that are cashing in on Trump all they can. It's so obvious now. Tom Homan said they're going to be drawing down ICE operations in the city for right now. And I keep telling people that doesn't mean they're quitting. They're bending the knee. They're giving up. They're getting out of there. I don't know how clear the administration and Tom Homan can be that law enforcement is now working with the ICE agents that are remaining to be there to get these criminals, arrest them, and out of their jails, and doing what is going on in the rest of the country. Do you guys hear anything about Tennessee? Anything about Texas? Anything about Florida? Mississippi? Any other state? For the most part, do we talk about any other state, guys, with problems with ICE and protesters? No, we don't. That's because there's no stories there. They are working and cooperating with ICE, and they're getting these people out. That's it. Minneapolis wanted to be big boys. Tim Walz wanted to be big boys. A.G. Ellison wanted to be big boys and go on a national stage. They got exposed by Nick Shirley with all the Somali fraud. That got coupled into all of it. They wanted to be big boys and go at Trump, and guess what? 2 of their retards got shot and killed. Oh well. Don't impede ICE. Very simple. And it turned into the shit show that it did. No way these people are backing out. Tom Homan's backing out. It's all horseshit, guys. It's a demoralization campaign. That's what that's going on about. And as of right now, 1.6 million illegal immigrants have final orders of removal, and 800,000 of those are convicted criminals, according to Todd Lyons. Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs member James Lankford asked what percentage of people have a detainer or are in the removal process of a final order of removal, to which Lyons said did not have a percentage for that point. So I can give you what we're tracking right now is about 1.6 million final orders of the United States, with approximately under 800,000 of those having criminal convictions. 800,000 criminals, fam. While addressing Lyons, Lankford said that under the Biden admin, there were 10,000 legal immigrants coming over the border every day. And then in 2024, there were 70,000 people who were special interest aliens that had a location connection to terrorism, but we had no idea who they were. Fam, this is going to take a long time to get these people out. A long time, a lot of resources. What Biden did, and honestly, guys, it wasn't just what Biden did, what Obama did. Allowing these fuckers across our lands for almost a solid decade and a half. It takes years. It takes years to undo that damage. I don't know what people expect to have this shit done overnight, but it's happening. And it's happening as fast as they can. And like I said, we know these politicians are mostly full bags of shit, but it doesn't change the fact when we see these fucking communists get grilled the right way. You had AG Keith Ellison coming into the Senate hearing today and wanted to be a big boy and play with Johnson here. This is how that went down.
Are you aware of training for activists, Mr. Ellison, in Minnesota? That some of these protesters literally went through training. There are groups out there providing training. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I mean, it's common for
I helped train them.
People to use their First Amendment right to.
Oh, there we go.
Uh-oh, retard alert.
I love this is why. This is why you have what's going on in Minnesota.
So protest things that they don't believe are right.
Were you aware of the
First Amendment activity, sir?
Yeah. Were you aware of the signal chats? I believe it was the lieutenant governor of Minnesota was actually helping manage one of those signal chats that were deploying those trained activists to the legal law enforcement actions. Or were you aware of that signal chat that was being used to deploy those people?
I'm aware it exists, but this is First Amendment activity, sir.
This is, guys, I'm telling you right now, this was a different time period. People like this fucking communist using our constitutional rights as a fucking shield and masquerading it as communism, masquerading it and using our constitutional rights as leverage and shadowing it. You see how sick and demented these fucking people are? And once you see it, you can never unsee it. And they truly believe in what they're doing. They truly believe in it. And Johnson wasn't having it. And all this guy could do was smile and smirk like the little fucking communist that he is.
I, as a government official, would have said, back off. Let us work with ICE. Let's cooperate with them. Let's see if we can't de-escalate this. But Attorney General, you did the exact opposite. And 2 people are dead because you encouraged them to put themselves into harm's way. And now you're exploiting those 2 martyrs. That was a tragedy. It never should have happened. Now, we can investigate.
Yeah, Tennessee Girl. Ellison is on video saying they import Somalis to vote Democrat. Of course they are. They don't give a shit. Absolutely.
But I can't imagine being a law enforcement official where I know my colleagues have been shot at, their vehicles rammed, that there are trained activists deployed. And by the way, we know at least one of those activists had a semi-automatic pistol with extra clips. So now you're an ICE officer. You're doing enforcement action. You've got a team behind you trying to protect you. You've got all these trained activists behind you. Is it any wonder they're at hair trigger alert? A tragedy was going to happen, and you encouraged it. And you ought to feel damn guilty about it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, sit there and smirk. Smirk. It's sick. It is despicable.
Are you asking me for comment, Senator? Because everything you said was untrue. It was a nice theatrical performance, but it was all lies.
Senator Hassan. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
You fucking communist cancer. This is why I couldn't be a politician, guys. I couldn't do it. They're being as professional as they can, and obviously this is all, a lot of it is theatrics, there's no doubt. We've watched this so many times. But there's just something that you get out of it when you watch these communists get put in the spotlight once in a while. Here's Hawley.
The $9 billion in historic fraud out of your state, including the $250 million in the Feeding Our Future
Still laughing
program alone. You familiar with that? Don't turn to the pages in your book to get your potted answers. Are you familiar with it? Yes or no?
Yes, I am familiar with it.
Very familiar, aren't you? Because the people who ran the Feeding Our Futures program came to you in your official office in the state capitol December 11th, 2021, and asked for your help in getting investigators off their backs. They complained to you for upwards of an hour about state investigators going after them, and they begged you to help them, and you agreed to it, amazingly. And we know you did.
That's not
because
true.
It's all caught on tape.
Yeah,
Every single sentence is caught on tape. Here's what you said. Let's take a look.
Obviously, you didn't listen
said,
to the
it's not
tape.
a question. You said to them, send me the names of all these folks who are investigating them. You said to them, send me their names. And I'll take that list and I'll call the person over at Education who is investigating them and say, what's going on? Why am I getting these complaints? Then he went on to say, I already have my team working on this. What day should we get together to discuss it again? You made pledge after pledge to them. You said, we've got to make sure this guy who's investigating them stops it. You said, you have my attention. I'm concerned about this. You said, let's go fight these people, meaning the people who were investigating the fraud. Why'd you do it? Why'd you help them?
Are you going to let me answer?
Please, we're all ears.
So first of all, you're cherry picking quotes out of there.
Why did you help them?
I thought you were going to let me answer.
Why did you
Are you
help
going to
them?
let me answer?
Why did you help
You
them?
let me answer and I'll answer you.
Tell the truth and I'll let you answer.
I will tell the truth.
Good.
Let's do that.
That'd be a nice change. Why'd you help them?
Now see, Mr. Chairman, I didn't come here to be insulted. I came here voluntarily.
You came here for the truth. Let's have it. Why did you help them? The quotes are here. They're in black and white, and every member of this audience can listen to the recording. It's 54 minutes long. It's all in public. You can Google it right now and listen to it.
And listen to it all.
Why'd you help them?
First of all, I didn't help them.
You did help them.
No, I did not. I certainly didn't.
You're saying you didn't do anything for them. You didn't.
Well, wait a minute.
I already have my team working on this again. That's not you.
I have
ventriloquist?
my team assisted with the information that led to the prosecution and conviction of these people.
No, you didn't. You didn't lift a finger to prosecute them. No, you did not. You didn't lift a finger to prosecute them. You had, BS. You had whistleblowers come to you as early as 2019.
You're the one talking BS.
Hey, listen, it's my time.
Doesn't know what you're talking about, sir.
No, sir. You now have encountered the truth and you don't like it. Why'd you take their money? Why'd you take their money?
I didn't.
You took $10,000.
No, that's a false statement.
$10,000 9 days after the meeting.
False statement.
You took $10,000. Here's what happened. They went to your office. They solicited money from you. They solicited help from you.
That's also wrong.
They came to your office. It was your official office. You met with them for 54 minutes.
No,
they asked you for help. You pledged it to them, and they talked repeatedly about money. In fact, it's all they talked about. Money, 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 money. They said, we will put our dollars in the right place. We will support candidates that will fight to protect our interests. You replied, that's right. They said, if you are securing your donor base and securing your power base, you can act the way you want. You replied, money is freedom. They said the amount of money circulating, I'm reading the transcript, the amount of money circulating in our community today is powerful, and we haven't realizing it in a meaningful way. And you said, give me the specifics. And 9 days later, you took $10,000 from people who were then indicted. It's in your reports. Why'd you do it?
Sir,
was it worth it?
You know what? This is a theatrical performance.
This is the truth. This is what accountability looks like, of which you've had none. You helped fraudsters defraud your state and this government of $9 billion, and you got a fat campaign contribution out of it. You ought to be indicted.
True. Well,
that's the truth.
I think we've made the point. Let's keep the tenor.
Well,
just
for the record,
I'll ask how I want
he's
to,
lying,
Senator Paul.
and that's
Senator Paul, and I did have Senator Paul's clip here, and Senator Paul is talking to him very kindly, very soft. Fuck Rand Paul, another stupid cunt, politician, piece of shit. Him and Massey, all the same. And I like the what I've always liked Josh Hawley's delivery because you're not going to get away from it, and this is why, guys. In some cases, I've stopped arguing on X. Besides with Raheem Kasim as of late, you can, and it's the same thing with Raheem. Actually, you could show them in verbatim the fucking words, the transcripts. You can read it. You can show them the sauce. It doesn't matter. They're gone. They're corrupt. They're pieces of shit, and they are going to believe what they're going to believe. And I'm hoping at some point Tim Walz is going to get brought in because that is going to be fucking fantastic. I cannot wait to see Tampon Tim get absolutely grilled. That mother, you want to talk about getting indicted? All these clowns need to be indicted. None of that shit happens in their state, all that fraud, unless they are in on it helping with a system in place, people all over the place. People are all kinds of, they were whistleblowers all over the place reporting on this, and it took Nick Shirley to go find the Leering Center to blow the whole fucking thing up, and now they're in California right now. It's only going to get worse for these people. Will there be consequences? We'll see. The thing is, people notice now, and they are aware of it. That's a huge step in getting this shit cleaned up. Absolutely love it. All right. We got here. Thank you to Dixie. The floor is yours. Thank you, my friend. Conservative Chris. Remember, Scott, we called Fetterman Sloth from the Goonies. Yes, my friend. And Foxio. I think I got that one over right. Thank you, Conservative Chris. And Foxio with a cookie said, what's good, my man? Make Puerto Ricans illegal again. Oh, no. No, my friend. Only the illegal ones. My best friend's Puerto Rican. No way. No way. Only the illegals. Or the big booty Latinas, as some people call it. All right? Can't be having that. All right, guys. What I want to get into next is this trainee gun person that the Canadians are calling. This crazy fucking story. And we're going to get into a lot of Trump's wins today. What he's reversing with Obama. EPA, Lee Zeldin is fucking crushing. I love Lee Zeldin. God, I wish he was our governor. Maybe he'll be president one day. We shall see. But we're moving everyone over to Pilled, guys, exclusively as we always do on Kick, Rumble, X, YouTube. Thank you guys for being here as per usual. Smash the like button, the subscribe button everywhere. Thank you, guys. Little Cap, thank you so much, as per usual. Appreciate you, fam. Let's get you all over to pill.net right now for the rest of the show because it's a banger. See you guys over there. If not, we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, my friends. Get rid of that.